Man, what are we doing? We are just getting in everyone's faces.
Yeah, he wants to be more of himself. He seems, he's ate donuts a lot of his life, and he's tired of sitting in the desk. He just wants to get out there and adventure. Maybe he has lung cancer.
Did you notice anything unusual on the train?
Here? On the train? No. I can't say that I have. Although I did spend most of the time in my compartment.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you want to ask it? Let's just say
Take up any more of your valuable time. But you do understand, don't you, that what concerns me is the present, and especially the robbery at the museum.
Yeah, of course. It's just... I'm in rather a hurry.
You'll get in touch if you notice anything unusual, won't you, Professor?
Of course, Constable.
Man, I feel bad already that I didn't ask him.
What's the matter, sir?
The door. I can't open it.
We'll sort it out somehow.
Okay, so we're going to need to fashion a key.
Locked.
But I didn't lock it. I don't even have a key. I asked the steward. He was going to bring me one, but he never came back.
Someone locked it.
Find the steward. He needs to bring me the key immediately.
Calm down, Professor. I'll see what I can do.
Something in there.
You don't understand. I have to get back in my compartment.
All right, just wait.
No. The one time you're meant to ask someone a question is now. That's when you say, oh, why do you need to get in so desperately?
Doesn't make a very balanced impression.
Oh god, I accidentally just skipped some dialogue there. Alright, we don't get...
Actually, I wanted...
Please. I have to go back to my compartment.
Yeah. You're gonna have to get the key first.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna be like, oh my gosh, it was stolen!
What about this compartment door? Can we go in here?
The little label on the door reads Baroness von Trebitz. Blue blood on the Orient Express.
Blue blood. Interesting. I think you're right as well. Do you think the safe's in there then, or?
I don't think so, because he didn't know anything about the inspector. An inspector has the safe.
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
It's my old high school girlfriend.
Thought I'd ever
Old
meet
squeeze?
Pardon me, but we'd prefer...
It's all right, Miss Miller. I'd like to speak to the inspector.
Unfortunately, just a constable, Lady Westmacott. I'm reading The Vicarage in the Mirror right now, for the 5th time at least.
That's nice, Constable...
Zellner. Anton Jakob Zellner.
This is my companion, Miss Miller.
Yako.
A pleasure.
I'm just going to remember him as Zelna. This is so cool. So now we've got like the established author. This is a proper old-timey kind of investigation mystery going on here. Okay, so what's you doing here?
Ask what you're doing here? Are you on holiday?
Holiday? Yes, so to speak. The first and last holiday of my life.
Madam?
I've been writing since I was a little girl. It became my job, and now I've stopped. So, this must be a holiday.
You quit writing? Impossible. I have all of your books. Your Detective Partout is my favorite character.
Then I have bad news for you. I killed the old wretch off years ago.
I don't understand.
I'd rather not discuss my work, Constable.
Oh, well, fine.
What's up with writers killing off, like, your favorite characters? What's going on
That's
with that,
cool.
man?
That's fine. But Jesus Christ, I mean, what is up with us? Oh, you've had a lifetime's career writing, and I'm just going to get in your face. You're not allowed to quit now. You're clearly like 90 years old, but you're not allowed to quit now because...
This is how in Britain people act, right? Isn't it?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's very true to the culture, but Jesus. Fellow passengers?
As a writer, you must be very observant. Am I right? I mean, you have to study the behavior of people around you to create the characters in your novels, don't you?
I solved the mystery of human nature a long time ago, Mr. Zellner. Since then, most people just bore me.
Really? I had the impression you were eyeing me suspiciously as I came in.
What do you want to know, Constable?
The archaeologist or the violinist? I guess we get the option for everyone, so let's just...
The man who just walked into the next carriage with a cup of tea.
I did. He seemed nervous. He was waiting at the bar for the steward, and since the steward never appeared, he elected to help himself. He took 2 biscuits.
Oh
He seems
my
pretty
goodness.
young, but he's already
How
a professor
dare
at the
he.
British Museum.
Interesting. I'll have to talk to him later. Just out of courtesy, of course.
Of course.
2 biscuits? This is incredible.
Not even one.
Yeah,
Not
I know,
one,
I know.
but 2.
And these aren't like biscuits you dip in gravy, by the way. Let's just make that clear. We're talking
Did you know
McVitie's.
the blonde man with the violin case?
Ooh, I certainly did. He introduced himself and tried to make a good impression. People like him are drawn to wealth and fame, like moths to a flame.
But his charms failed on you.
I know him by name. David Kreutzer. He was a drain on my friend's purse.
Do you think he has a money problem?
People like him always have a money problem. No matter how much you give them, they always spend twice as much and complain that they have far too little.
Interesting. I feel like we talk far too slow, like we're a stroke victim or something.
Yeah, right. It's like so
Judy calls.
laid back.
Madam?
I did observe you as you came in. You seemed so eager.
It's been a long time since I've had a chance to prove myself, madam.
And this is it. Your chance.
I do hope so.
Then grab it. Even small people can make big changes. As my friend
We are not a
Ronald
small
likes
person.
to say.
I shall do my best.
That donuts, man.
I like that we're playing, kind of an overweight-ish, old, past his prime dude. That's pretty cool.
Careful there. Careful.
I want to go speak to the violinist too. We may cut because it feels like it's going to take a year to get back to him. But I want to speak to him. And I also want to... So let's...
Oh, no. Get the key, though. I think you gotta get the key.
Yeah, we'll do that too. There's multiple stuff going on. But I think maybe we can even get the key as well from this room back here too. But I want to speak to this dude.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Who are
If I'm
you?
not mistaken, you're a violinist.
That's true.
A wonderful instrument. The violin music touches the soul.
That's why I learned to play it.
Do you play
I
an
do like
orchestra?
violin.
No, orchestras aren't really part of my world.
A solo violinist. The best soloists travel a great deal and make a pile of money, or so they say.
In that case, I'm probably not one of the best.
Okay, well, I like him already. He's humble, he's modest, he's not bullshitting. Unusual occurrences.
Of course. What I really wanted to ask is, did you notice anything unusual on the train?
Anything unusual?
Persons acting suspiciously, for instance.
For heaven's sake, is there cause for concern?
Everything is in order, sir. We Swiss are just very cautious people.
I understand. No, I didn't notice anything.
Okay, and lastly, where are you traveling to?
Istanbul non-stop?
No, I'll transfer in Venice to a ship. I'm on my way to Cairo.
Cairo?
I'm performing at the reception in the Egyptian Museum there.
Have a good trip.
Thank you.
Oh man, what a wonderful universe the world used to be where... Well, that makes no sense.
Another museum.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
Suspicious. A little bit.
That was
little bit.
beautiful. Just turn in, just turning that up and that down a bit. There we go.
Ooh, that music.
It's good, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Okay, I want to check this place. We got so much stuff we can look at, dude.
Take book? You can
Yeah,
take the
I
book.
saw that. Just want to go in there. Can I go in there now? Because the key might be in there.
No.
No.
The key is forward.
The key. Yeah, no, but we need to find the steward, right? To give us the key to get into that room. And why?
Yeah, forward.
Okay.
forward.
Okay. Well.
Should
The book.
I ask for an autograph? That will be quite unprofessional. But on the other hand,
Oh, we're going for it. We're going for it.
Yeah, man.
Let's get an autograph from the old lady. What do you think of the violinist so far? Do you like him?
The lady might have been wrong in her impression. I don't know. He seems okay.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem too douchey.
It would have been easy
Like-
for them to have just been like made him into a douche instantly, but actually he seems alright, and she's told us that he's a douche. So
an
that's pretty...
extraordinary woman. Talented, yet They say she can be difficult on occasion, and that she's rather unhappy.
So that could be the reason.
How much are we going to get to know these characters? Is this game on the train? For those of you guys that don't know, there's actually 3 like episodes that were released for this. All 3 of them are out now, so we could, in theory, just play through them. It's very much similar to the Walking Dead thing. Shall we speak to... Let's talk to her.
Excuse me, Lady Westmacott.
Constable Zellner, how can I help you?
Resmakov?
Sign it. Sign the book.
I was wondering if you might,
Sign your book, Constable Zellner?
if it isn't too much of an inconvenience.
Of course it's an inconvenience, but only a small one.
Wow.
Honest, I guess.
She's throwing me through loops here. I don't know what to think about it.
She just dabbled on it. She chicken scratched it.
Now whenever I look at that book, I'm just going to remember that I inconvenienced this person I look up to so much.
I know that's right. Farewell, Lady Westmacott.
Constable?
Westmacott. I was wondering, like, little stuff like that. Like, oh, you asked her to sign the book, and then eventually later on, like, if she's like, it helped you in a case just because you asked her about signing the book, because you seen her, like, signature or something like that.
Yeah, that would be interesting. I missed what we just said about the steward, because I'm scared to click while we're talking, because it will just throw stuff off. Do we want to look in the drawer?
Perhaps he keeps the compartment keys in there.
Are we now breaking the law?
I mean, you're the
Where could he
constable.
be?
I don't know what that means, but
Yeah, does that mean that... if a police officer starts snooping around, they're still breaking the law, aren't they?
yeah,
But
they are.
we're-
You need a warrant for that.
We're on duty though, aren't we?
As a
They don't
as
need a
black
warrant
man.
if they have probable cause or something like that. Wait, what did you just say? Did I just miss something big? Oh, look at this guy.
As a black man, you need to know your rights. You know, that's what I'm saying.
Wow.
Especially in Georgia.
Right. How can I help you?
Or, I've got a very interesting mustache. Anything suspicious?
Did you notice anything suspicious here on the train or in Zurich?
You mean, except for the fact that my suitcase was stolen on the platform?
Oh.
Is there any reason to be concerned?
No, just routine.
Constable Zellner, please don't think I'm naive. I spotted the inspector from Interpol. Legarde is his name, if I recall correctly.
Le Grand.
If you say so. At the train station in Zurich, he put a cash box into the safe, and then kept close watch as it was loaded onto the train. Don't tell me that a man at his pay grade routinely tramps across the Alps just to keep an eye on cash boxes.
A cash box? Like the ones you'd find in safe deposit boxes?
Precisely. And I believe we both have a good idea just what's inside.
Do you think there's going to be a train robbery where people try and steal this cash box? What is inside? Let's ask
You
him.
indeed have a theory, but what's yours?
We're proper fish in here.
The ruby was stolen in London. One of the legendary Eyes of the Sphinx. The second jewel, an emerald, is rumored to be in a Swiss bank vault, if I remember correctly. Both jewels were supposed to be exhibited together in Cairo for the first time in 50 years. It does make one wonder.
Indeed.
Okay, so we've got a guy on the trains actually going to visit Cairo. Wasn't that the dude now locked out of his room?
Cairo? No, that's the violinist that's going to Cairo.
Well, the violin... Okay, that's even more interesting because the violinist is going to Cairo.
To another museum.
Yeah, and it was there that these two jewels were going to be shown together. One of them's been stolen, and now one of them's randomly on this train that's not actually
Being
bound
protected.
for Egypt at all, as far as I'm aware. I don't know. I'm not familiar with the exact route the Orient Express takes. I'm guessing it will maybe eventually go through there. Because one of the passengers is on board to get there, so whatever. Okay, what do you think about the robbery in
Any
London?
news about the robbery in London?
Quite something, wasn't it? It must have been professionals. The way they disabled one of the best security systems in the world. Most impressive.
People were injured.
Well, one cannot execute a robbery of that scale without collateral damage. It seems like the Raven has finally found a worthy successor. We can look forward to new and spectacular coups.
I'm afraid I won't enjoy his exploits this time around if the new Raven is so reckless.
That's your prerogative.
Interesting. Very. It almost feels like this is a sequel. Do you know what I mean? Like it feels like last time we was witnessing what happened at the museum or something, and that's good. That means there's a lot of like well-established backstory and stuff. What's he reading in the paper?
Borrow your newspaper.
You can take the section with the article on the burglary. You're interested in that bit, aren't you?
You caught me out.
Here you go.
Dankeschön.
What do you think about the conductor?
Else. Do you know where the conductor is?
I'd like to know that myself. I told him to search for my missing suitcase in Zurich. He hasn't got back to me yet. He's probably in cahoots with the thieves and didn't bother getting back on the train. If we don't crack down on vermin like them, the rabble will rule the world one day.
Well, at the moment, we still don't know what really happened.
He is not here doing his job. That's bad enough.
Auf Wiedersehen, Dr. Gebhardt.
Goodbye, Constable. It was a pleasant chat, really.
What do you think of him?
He's snobby, but I don't think he's involved in anything crazy.
We can actually go outside here. Are we going to be in like that weird section between like carts?
And all of a sudden a bump comes and then
This is just like The Walking Dead. Do you remember there's a moment like this and Ben's up there and like he gives you a big
spoilers.
Secret. Yeah. Enter the freight car, I guess.
I strongly suspect that the door is locked.
Well, check it then, you fool.
No.
I strongly suspect. Wow.
No. That's a pretty cool way of letting us know that we shouldn't be in here. Oh my god, is that the police officer from the start?
Wow.
Don't move
The
a
safe.
muscle, you fat fiend.
Oh.
Put the gun down, Robert. If I may introduce Constable Robert Oliver from the yard. And this is the revered Constable Zellner of the Swiss police, who obviously couldn't control his curiosity.
Dude, this is... He's the Raven! Because this guy was in cahoots with him before.
It's not gonna be that easy.
It could be. You're right, it's not. This is a red herring. Maybe he's a nice guy after all. Okay, what do you think? Trap!
Then I was right. You really do want to lure someone into a trap.
That's none of your business.
Perhaps that someone recently struck in London.
And how would I bait my trap then?
With an eye? An eye on its way from Zurich to Cairo?
Someone has done his homework. Well done, Constable.
I like it. We figured it out. Yeah, I'm on board with this. So I get it. That makes sense, right? So, personal
I hope you'll
investigations.
acknowledge that I, as a Swiss policeman, can undertake investigations in my own country.
Are we still in Switzerland?
I could be your eyes on the train as long as you're here in the freight car.
Oh, really?
There is a certain Professor Lucien on the train. He's an archaeologist from London.
And what's his story?
Well, it seems someone locked him out of his compartment.
Locked him out.
Well, yes. The door is locked and he's standing outside without a key.
Was it locked from inside?
It may have been. Do you think the locked door could be important?
Professor Lucien plays an important role in this story. Well then, Constable Zellner, be my eyes and ears on the train and see that Professor Lucien gets back into his compartment. Report back to me when you're through.
My pleasure, monsieur.
Jeez, you want to be a kiss ass? My pleasure.
Look, it's just politeness and, you know...
What do you know of this
Emphatic
Raven's heir?
He tried to blow me up.
Robert, we don't know who we're dealing with yet.
In any event, the new Raven is a more dangerous man
that
than
is
the
the
old
guy.
one.
Yeah,
know
it's
it's
the
a
guy.
could just as easily be a woman.
Or several men.
And anyway, how do you know that it's a new raven?
Monsieur,
Never mind.
I go attend to the door now.
Good.
See,
And
his pride.
Constable Zellner,
Yes?
don't bother us unless you have something new to report.
Of course. A
Jeez.
thief might get anxious if there's too much activity in the freight car.
Exactement. Knock twice. Then we'll know that it's you.
Understood.
Oh, this is one of those ones. There's going to be people in comments already with their theories. I think that guy's a little bit...
Half of Legrand, that takes me one step closer. If I can convince him of my competence, I might even be able to see this case through to the end.
Or tick him off. All right, should we go back and annoy them or just leave?
No, don't. I wonder, if you're not a smart player and you just picked all the wrong decisions, what would happen?
Yeah, how punishing it is, yeah. Ignore the doctor for now, I guess.
Yeah, it's probably something happened to the door now. Maybe the guy broke out and he's on the floor bleeding or something like that.
Oh, what if someone ends up dead? How dark is this going to be?
Here it is.
Oh, it turns out this is an 18 and that there's tons of gore and nudity in it. He's still looked out. There's nothing going on.
Oh.
What's going on?
Where's
First,
the
I'd better see
stewardess
about
guy?
getting it. Doesn't seem like I'll get anything out of him as long.
Okay, the door is locked. Let's knock on the Baroness's door.
Yes, what is
Oh,
it?
Whoever
hello.
that is, James, ask them whether they found my purse and then closed the door. The noise on this train is driving me crazy.
He looks pretty angry. I imagine her
Prospect.
to be very overweight. Do you want to take any bets on that?
I think she's very thin and elegant.
I think she's really overweight. She's leaning back and she's got some truffles near her.
You're missing a purse. Was it stolen?
At the very least, I cannot find it, sir.
It was stolen.
Listen to her jowls.
When was the last time the Baroness saw her purse?
What?
In Zurich, on the platform, sir.
Oh, again, another
I just
stolen
asked
thing.
where you last saw your purse.
In Zurich on the platform.
We don't believe the butler.
Tell him that I still had it when I got out to stretch my legs.
The Baroness says...
Maybe you lost it there.
What?
The Baroness never loses anything, sir.
I never lose anything.
Oh, I love this.
Very
This is
well.
great.
I shall be on the lookout for your purse.
What about the other passengers?
I might ask you a few questions about your fellow passengers.
I thought he was looking for my purse. James, tell him to look
Jeez.
for my purse.
The Baroness wishes that you search for her purse.
Yeah, I can hear her.
Couldn't we perhaps... All right. First...
All right, I smell a side quest.
have a
Side
look
quest for more information.
And a
So the-
suitcase, too. So we have a key, suitcase, and a purse. There's obviously something we're missing because there's nowhere else to go. It's a dang train. Maybe that door is open now, I guess. I mean, that's the only other place.
Well, hold on, because I wasn't looking for a purse before. Look. There's all this weird stuff we can examine. A glass of toothpicks. Why would we want to
The
examine
steward
this?
must have forgotten the toothpicks. Normally, he would offer them discreetly after dinner.
They're not here. None of the
Stewards.
faculty on this train are around. Like, there's no what? Who was the other person that they were talking about? They're just missing.
They're all missing. And there's no way to go up forward other than that place.
They've all bailed. There's going to be a robbery. There's going to be a heist here, and everyone's in on it.
Yeah. All the stewardesses are gone.
I've loved them since I
Butterscotch.
was a child. Their only
green?
drawback, they don't play nice with false teeth.
Ooh, we have false teeth. Dude, I was going to mention, actually, my tooth, one of my teeth at the back of my mouth today is killing me. Like, it feels really tight, and I can't even open my mouth that wide.
All that sweet stuff that you eat, dude.
What sweet stuff? Very
Dude.
worried I have to go to the
I need a
dentist.
bit of wow or something like that to pick the lock.
Actually, I did have a donut earlier today as well that made it worse. That's pretty funny.
The pad on which the steward
Does he
writes
need a
orders,
wire?
empty. Maybe he didn't use it because there's not much to do today.
Or because he's not here. Come on, dude. I feel I'm smarter than Zelna.
I think everyone is.
I say that and then I can figure out how to get out behind the bar. Okay, right, let's go back to the original cart and see what we got down there. I think we just have to hover over it. Okay, we got appeals, a wallet, a detective story, and we can read the newspaper. And it's not in our language, but we can see, look, here's the thing. Read the...
A story about the upcoming Oscars and Cleopatra's chances of winning. An incredible feat. They built the largest movie set of all time in Rome. And because of the main actress's many illnesses, several changes of director, and months of delays, costs shot to over $40 million. The most expensive movie ever made. A record never to be broken.
I like that. That's very cool, because obviously inflation, blah, blah, blah. And movies cost way more these days. Look at the announcement.
Lunas Drops. The calming herbal liqueur for women. A glass a day. It relaxes the nerves and maintains domestic tranquility. Lunas Drops. If you don't want to bother your husband.
Wow.
Wow.
Dude, that is blatant. That's like, I hate my life. I'm stuck being a housewife. I have to wait for my husband to come in from work, and I have to have a glass of wine so that I can get through making him his dinner and stuff and giving him all this crap. God, what a ridiculous, ridiculous notion of family life. Okay.
Let's see if there's any news. Blah, 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 blah. Eye of the Sphinx. One of two priceless jewels. Extraordinary pure ruby, 2000 BC, etc.
2000,
etc. Old news. And here, shocking burglary. Professional thieves surprised by museum guard Charles Langley and Constable Robert Oliver of Scotland Yard. Explosion. Constable Robert Oliver from Scotland Yard. He was there when the first eye was stolen. Now he's guarding the second one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, we knew this. We knew this. There's one more article to read too.
John Surtees won the Formula One World Championship for the first time on Saturday. He also won the World Championship in motorcycle racing from 1956 to 1960, making him the only man in motorsports to win World Championships in both motorcycle and Formula One events. Not really my cup of tea.
Not
too
really.
loud, too fast, too much exhaust.
Yeah, I've never
Watch
really been into
we
F1.
have to ride a motorcycle later on in the game.
that would be pretty interesting. So, how do I even get rid of the newspaper? I don't know. We shouldn't have... Oh,
Read
okay.
enough.
Read enough, yeah. Right. Okay, right. So that was the paper. We learned a little bit of something there, I guess. A little bit more information about what's going on with the times. Remember that about, you know, the F1 race and whatnot?
It covers a distance of more than 3,000 kilometers and stops at a dozen places. In many cities, they entertain the travelers with local specialities and culture and adventure, especially in southeastern Europe.
Right, yes.
I think we're missing stuff that we need to pick up off the floor. I think that's what it is.
Yeah? Alright, let's
Yeah.
have a close look as we walk through. I'm going to just mouse over as much stuff as I can. There's nothing here. We could speak to characters for a second time, see if we're missing anything there.
If
And obviously-
I may trouble you once more.
Ah. Oh, do you want to confront him about taking her purse?
Is he the thief?
A passenger is missing her purse. Perhaps you've seen it.
So, there are thieves on the train.
It's been missing for some time now. Probably since Zurich.
The Swiss don't let go of money easily, do they?
Oi. How dare you?
Pardon me. No, I haven't seen the purse.
Have a good trip.
Thank you.
I don't know whether I believe him. I'm beginning to think all this stolen stuff is in his violin case. Just come on, in these stories, it's never just...
A suitcase? No, it's not in there, but yeah, definitely the purse.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, good point. What about you? Have you seen the purse? Purse for the key? Alright, no, he is just not interested. You tunnel vision man, go sit down, dude, and have a chat with the violin. What do you think he's hiding in there?
A violin?
That he stole from the other guy who's using the case to hide his own stolen stuff. What about you, Miss Miller? Have you seen this
Mrs.
purse?
Miller made a good impression. She wanted to protect Lady Westmacott from me, a pushy admirer. Very diligent. But she does seem a little nervous and tense. I imagine she has her work cut out for her with Matt. And a
As do I.
difficult bus, from what they say.
Wow. What are you hiding?
Excuse me, Lady Westmacott.
Constable Zellner, how can I help you?
Missing
A
purse?
passenger's purse has gone missing. I suppose you haven't seen it.
I'm sorry, Constable Zellner. As you know, I only deal with murder, not burglary.
Have you asked my boy yet? Maddie is good at finding things.
I'll go and do that now.
That's a good point. Child labour. What did we learn about Amnesia Machine for Pigs? Child labour is the way to go.
We haven't seen the kid, though.
Yeah, that's a good point. Where's the kid gone? The kid did it! No, don't worry. I'm done
Farewell,
talking to you for now.
Lady Westmacott.
Constable?
Where could the kid be hiding? Take a toothpick? Let's take one.
Yeah. We could use it to pick a lock.
Yeah, no, we might. Well, didn't they mention something like that? Saying...
A wire.
This drawer?
They need a wire.
Well, no, that was his idea at first. Maybe the toothpick will work just as well.
I don't know
Hold
about
on,
that.
dude. It's really weird to sort of click the right area. Okay.
I need a bit of wires.
Oh, you're right. Damn it. Oh, we can take the notepad if we want.
Pad, but the pencil might come in handy.
There you go. We should take everything that's grabbable, dude. Everything.
The steward probably uses the scissors on hard-to-open packages. These days, nearly everything is sealed up tight. A colleague recently told me about dried powdered soup in small bags. I couldn't believe it.
Cup of soup. Well, can we take him? There's no, like...
I'll leave the scissors here. If I need them, I know where to
I think if I right-click, it's take. If I left-click, it's just examine.
Alright, try to use a pencil and a toothpick.
Maybe if I just suck it.
That's what she said.
Oh,
It looked like we put it in our pocket there. We took a butterscotch, so we've got now that too. Hello.
Ah, Mr. Zellner.
Mr. Zellner.
I meant to ask. The Baroness is missing her purse.
A baroness? This train is really full of the creme de la creme. The queen of crime is over there, and now a baroness as well.
Have you seen the purse?
Unfortunately, no. Do you know Lady Westmacott? You were talking to her.
Well, I'm an admirer of her work.
Like so many others. I once read in the newspaper that only Shakespeare and the Bible sell more copies than her crime novels.
I read that too.
Dang.
She must be filthy rich. As a doctor, I'd have to work 1,000 years to earn that kind of money.
Auf Wiedersehen, Dr. Gebhardt.
Goodbye, Constable.
That was a really cool moment there, because like the conversation evolved really naturally. It was like I was asking him about a purse from a completely different character, and we ended up talking about this crime novelist. All right, what are we doing here then? What do we need? we just had it the whole time. It's really
I bought
difficult.
it last week at a flea market. I like it because it tells a story.
Cheap.
I suppose the previous owner bought himself a newer one. This one still works just fine, though.
I like that idea too, of having possessions that have got a lot of story. Wow, that's like a Phoebe Buffet thing from Friends. Maybe we give the butterscotch to someone, or...
And then they just like, oh, I remembered something because of the butterscotch.
Well, we got two people that aren't talking to us right now. They probably do know stuff, but they're preoccupied. And that's the Baroness and this dude outside the room. Did anyone feel like they needed a pencil or anything?
Lady Westmacott.
Constable Zellner, how can I help you?
Would you like a butterscotch? Or where are you traveling
traveling to Istanbul, Lady Westmacott?
No, we are on our way to Venice. From there, we will take a ship to Cairo. As you may know, I have a penchant for archaeology. I fund a few excavations in Egypt. I traveled to Egypt by ship as a young woman. And now I'm doing it again as an old woman.
I see. Coming back to the other passengers again, did you notice anyone else? What about the doctor or the Baroness?
I notice that you've asked me about everyone, except for the inspector who went in the direction of the freight car a few minutes ago. Isn't that the Frenchman who made his name when he caught the raven?
I wouldn't quite say caught.
Well, shot. Why don't you ask me about him, and my theory about what he's doing here.
I don't think we should discuss Inspector Legrand's investigation in public.
Legrand, right. That was his name. Will he save the day again? Or will you, Constable?
Another time. Farewell, Lady Westmacott.
Constable?
She knows that there's a potential story here.
Give the big man a butterscotch.
To melt his
heart.
there's a
stone
box
heart.
down here.
A box with a padlock. I suppose it contains tools for the train's crew, maybe for coupling and uncoupling the cars. At any rate, it's positioned so that it's easier to reach from the ground than from up here.
Open the box. No?
Locked.
Locked.
Yeah. Oh, hello.
There he is.
Matt, have you gone mad?
Yeah, what the hell?
Right at the edge.
You crazy
You'll get it
kid.
back in Venice. I could have fallen under the wheels.
I thought
Yeah.
you were a ghost.
Ghosts don't exist.
They do too. One just flew past the window.
Yes, sure. Now get moving.
Oh man.
That's
Now
kind
we-
of scary.
There you go. Now we can talk to him.
The box is secured.
Yeah, alright, and I don't think we need to fiddle about with stuff in our inventory either. Jesus Christ, though, what is he up to? That was ridiculous.
Where did he come from, though?
I know, that's weird as well, right?
Yeah, there's only 2 trains, and we went. I mean, what did he just come back from, like the cart way back
Constable?
there? Oh.
Hello, where's your kid?
Yes, ma'am.
My son didn't make any trouble for you, I hope.
He
It's
only
just
almost
that he
killed me.
Just walked past us,
Almost.
silent and seething. That's usually a sign that someone's laid down the law.
I'm afraid so. He played a trick on me, a rather dangerous one. The lad left me no choice but to take away his wooden pistol as a punishment.
I understand. And thank you. Matty is a very lively child. Sometimes he needs a strong fatherly hand.
Where is Matt's father, if I may ask?
He's gone.
Ah,
He's the Raven.
Raven.
Could you, leave Matty's pistol here, perhaps? So you don't have to bother with it?
of course. I told him he wouldn't get it back until Venice.
Since when? Since when can you discipline other children?
Thank you again.
Other people's children.
Yeah, what is up with that? Well, I don't know whether it's a thing of the times or the fact we're an officer of the law, but that's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Like,
think
oh,
she's-
he's the policeman. I can't say anything to him. The kid should be here now. Well,
She's
in
silently,
another place.
incredibly annoyed with us. I reckon she's just going to give him that gun back too. Like, why do I feel like that's significant that we had to give it back instantly? There you are. Now listen, you can't
Kid.
play games like that, okay? Hold on.
Slap him across the
Many
face. dude.
reasons for the mine.
All right. Well, you don't get to talk to the violinist. Right now, he's just a little bit like Woody, actually.
Hello, man.
Right. Oh, he's pissed.
Oh, come on. Are you going to be angry with me for the rest of the trip?
Until I get my pistol back.
I gave it to your mother.
Oh man. Couldn't you have just raked me over the coals?
Would you have learned anything from that?
I didn't learn anything from this either.
No, he's got some sass. I think he's right. But now we've annoyed him. Here, have a butterscotch.
Oh, yeah. Gotta be butterscotch, dude. Kids love candy.
Give Matt a butterscotch.
Yeah.
Yes! We finally got it right. But
Dude.
this does open a whole
Nothing
can
wrong
of
with an
worms.
old man giving a little kid candy. Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing at all.
Here's some butterscotch, man.
Would you like a butterscotch?